back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a fun transformation on Caitlin. This is my assistant. You guys probably know her well by now. She has beautiful hair. It's like JoJo Fletcher hair. It's the dream.
It's extensions.
It's extensions. I mean, her own hair is about right here. But we're going to be doing an opposite transformation. Usually we put extensions in. Today we're going to be chopping her hair, and we're also going to be bringing her balayage up. So this is going to be a really fun transformation, so stay tuned. All right, so we are currently taking her extensions out. She has machine wefts in, and I have my lightener all mixed up over here. So we are using Swart Blonde Me with 20 volume and olaplex, and we're gonna be giving her some teasy lights. It really doesn't, but it's gonna be amazing.
I'm concerned that I'm not nervous.
I know.
Maybe just like,
I mean, it's Jessi Gish doing it.
You'll be fine.
On a Jessi day.
Okay, like right here to start with?
Yeah.
Or do you want, okay. All right,
You ready? No going back after this. Oh my gosh.
I love it already.
Okay, I love it.
shut up. You have the perfect hair for this.
It literally feels 10 times thicker.
Yeah, is that not so weird? It's like feel this in comparison.
I want to do it.
Feel that rat tail and then go like this.
Shut up.
That's insane. Wait, we gotta take a picture of that, like
What?
side by side.
This is why haircuts are important.
Yes,
Literally,
it's
this is why
true.
you don't go to 7 years without trimming your hair. I love it.
Okay guys, to start out, I'm doing this little section right here. It's a little rectangle, and this is where we're gonna focus for money pieces. And so I'm taking a section with that much hair to start. And I'm just gonna baby light this. I don't want it to be super chunky. I want it to be a nice money piece, but I want it to be like a soft, natural blend. And then I'm gonna do the same thing back to back. So I'm gonna do the first 3 really close together, and then I'm gonna spread them out a little more so we have some more dimension.
It's so satisfying to have my hair foiled.
I know. It's the best feeling.
Hearing everything, like the crunch of the foil, the brush.
You're more hypersensitive to
Yes.
this since you're a hairdresser.
It's like so satisfying.
Look how cute it is already.
It really is super cute.
I'm really crushing on you now, Caitlin.
Just like bringing my balayage up a little higher, yeah?
Okay. I know, it's gonna be so cute. Okay, so you'll notice that these 3 foils I just did, I did them pretty back to back, and I took them all the way up. And then now I'm gonna leave a little more of a subsection on the next one, and I'm gonna feather it in. So as we transition back in this little box, we're gonna have more and more dimension so it blends with the balayage look back here. And this is what's gonna give it a natural look rather than like really bright money pieces with depth back here. So I'm gonna start in the mid shaft, work my way down to the ends, focusing most of my product there, and then I'm gonna take my brush and go backwards like that, just feathering into the base.
This is gonna look so good.
Oh, I'm so
Are you
excited.
just gonna do a mohawk?
I'm gonna go off of her part. All right, guys, the color is all done. We're obsessed. So we're gonna add 1 row of extensions and then we're gonna do the chop. All right, you guys, so her extensions are all in now. We just did 1 row to give her a little more fullness. Not that she needs it because her hair's so thick now that we chopped it. And now we're gonna be doing the actual haircut. So what I'm gonna do to start is I'm gonna take the extensions and I'm gonna cut them to the same length as her hair just so we have a good canvas to start with. And then we're gonna go through and do this layer by layer. So the initial chop that we did was just before her color, so obviously it's uneven. So we're gonna do this first layer first, and I'm gonna have her look down. And then I like to take the center section, and I like to do this underneath layer a little bit shorter than what I do the rest of the hair because this part's so bulky, and when she has the rest of it down, you kind of get that ducktail effect. I hope you guys know what I mean, but the underneath layer will poke out if it's not shorter than the rest of the haircut. So I'm gonna cut this a little bit shorter and then we'll progressively get longer as we work our way up. And then I am doing a slight A-line just because I want her front to be a little longer. And how I'm achieving that is I'm over directing this back to the center of the head. And this is gonna create that shape that we want. So you can see that we have like a slight little turn down right there, and it will get more dramatic as we get higher up. And now I'm gonna just do the extension row. And I'm gonna do the same thing where I go off of the center. And then sometimes in the back, once I get higher up, I like to actually twist this. And I usually just twist it once. And I'm gonna go a little bit longer than that last layer I did underneath. And I'm just gonna point cut like that. And then when I untwist it, I start to get that natural progression, and then I can go in and clean it up. Okay, guys. So you can see that sometimes you can still see these hairs under here. So I'm gonna do a little trick that Stu actually taught me. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna comb all this down, and then first we're gonna cut this. So I'm over directing this way. I'm gonna go in and point cut. And then you can see that we can still see hair under there. So we're gonna take the comb and kind of hold it down like this so you can see where it's coming from. And then you're gonna hold your shears at an angle like this and go underneath, and you're gonna get those hairs that are sticking out. And it's gonna help just even everything up. You wanna make sure when you're doing that though, you don't lose the shape. You still wanna make sure you're going it at an angle. And then what I'm gonna do is bring it forward. Have you look up now? And I'm having her look up, and then I'm bringing it around the shoulder, and then I have my fingers held at that angle. And I'm just gonna start kind of fine-tuning the front where I want it. Okay, maybe look that way. All right, so the biggest thing I notice with cuts like this is, especially if they have really good thick hair like Caitlin does, it can get easy for it to just be weighted down. And with cuts like this, you usually want to be able to have texture and messy curls. She wants to be able to do the hair flip and have volume. So because of that, we do need to add in some layering and texture. And I really don't have a rhyme or reason for this, but you guys saw how on the extensions I was slide cutting. That's important because the extensions are so heavy, they're gonna need texture. So I did that when those were exposed, and now I'm gonna go in and do the same thing to this top layer. So I'm gonna start in the back. I'm kind of just taking a pie section like this, and I'm gonna start by surface cutting. So I'm gonna hold it out You wanna make sure you have really good tension, and I'm just gonna slide cut on top. And this is gonna give me a natural progression, and it just kind of breaks it up. So you guys can see now I have some movement in there, and I'm gonna follow that same pattern around the shape of the head. Okay, something I like to do to break up a heavier weight line too is I'll bring this up, just kind of point cut right here. And I'm using texturizing shears so it's not as heavy.
This is perfect.
Their father.
Oh. Ugh. Oh my hell.
This is so good. Oh, you had to come with us, didn't you?
You ready for your close-up?
You want to get your hair done? You want to work with Mom?